What are you doing if you're not chilling? Chill out! Everyone chill!
Take a chill pill!
That's right, sir! Take a chill pill! I don't have time for your fucking stress! Chill out!
Good evening. Back again. Audio check. 1 minute. All right, we're good. Good evening, everybody. How you doing? Happy Saturday, people. How you feeling tonight? You feeling all right? I'm pretty fucking pumped up. If you can't tell, I'm ready to get out there and raise some hell. By get out there, I mean sit on my drum throne and speak to a little oval plastic device and hope there are some people on the other side that hear what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You amped up to hear some good music tonight? Because I got something all new down here for you. Not so much here or here, but here. It's right down there. I got some recently spun vinyls down here. And I got some recent shit that just showed up at the pantry. Just showed up. Like 2 days ago. Ain't even heard the wax. Heard the album, but have not yet spun the waxes. We're going to do this together for the first time. All right? I'm going to hold your hand. I'm going to sit you down gently, light a candle, maybe a little incense, reassure you that everything's going to be okay, and don't fight the pain. Just, you got to stay loose and just let it happen. When you fight, that's when all the pain comes, so just let it go. All right? Let old Biz in. He's going to take good care of you, all right? We're just going to ease it right in. All right? Let me just slow down and before I get myself into a spot where I got to do backpedaling. I don't like backpedaling, if you know, fella. You don't like to backpedal much, but let me start again by saying happy Saturday. It's good to have you on board with a feller. It's hot out. It's officially summer. It was like 96 here today in Jersey. And you got to do as little as possible out there in the blazing sun, especially when you're not on the clock. When a fella ain't on the clock, he don't want to do much outside. A little bit yard work, a little bit farting around, maybe take the trash out. That's about it. Run from one air-conditioned module to another. That's about it. Who we got hanging out in the chat system tonight? I want to run down him real quick. Of course, Mick is first. He goes, "Ah! Ah!" How you doing, Mick? Good evening, buddy. Kimba, second in line. You know what they say about someone that comes in second? It ain't first, or something to do with racing. You're on the podium, gently placing the cherries on the milkshake of life. It's good to have you on board. Let's do some great music. Thanks for hanging out with everybody. It's good to have females in there hanging out to otherwise take care of what's a ratchet hot dog cart of masculinity. Besides that, it's good to have you on board. Thanks for coming by. King is in the house, and he goes, and I say the same thing to you. King, the king of breakfast this is. Good to see you, buddy. How you doing? Von's in the house. Just a straight up, hi, Mr. Bizarro. I go, hi. Hi, Von. How you doing, buddy? You feeling all right? A little bit kind of. Who else we got? Danny. He says, Aaron, brother. I think he goes, I'm not sure if he's going like that or like that. Is it like that? Is that what we're doing? Like that. Brother Danny's in the house. Hope you're wearing that Hydra shirt. Loud and proud. Know what I told you, when you get ready to do your first bank job, make sure I'm wearing that shirt and just go like this a lot. And they'll see the email and everything and the YouTube, and they'll know right where to go. And then I will open up my book of addresses and give them your address. So careful now. Good to see you, buddy. Nate Dogg. He's hanging out tonight with us. Good to see you. Nathaniel Maz. Maz remembers. They got a good memory of those people on Mars, especially the wolves. You think it's all snoot, like it's just this little noggin with a big snoot, but the brain actually goes into part of the snoot. I bet you don't know that. And that's mostly relegated to the Mars wolves. The brain, it goes this way. It's here, but it goes out, and it just about ends just at the backside of the tip of the nose. All those ridges, they're also like brain ridges, you know what I mean? They're smart. You don't want to fuck with a Mars wolf, you know what I mean? They'll put you in their place. They'll debate you into a corner where you're just begging for mercy. I don't even know what I was talking about. Can we just please be my friend? Dobsky's in the house. Good to see you, Dobsky. How you doing, buddy? How you doing on a Saturday, man? You all right? Still skimming your driveway? Did you get your asphalt put down yet? Or are you going straight up for cement? Or maybe cement? Maybe a regional thing. Cement or cement? Bleep it down in the comments. What are you at? Potato, tomato? You know what I'm saying. Derek, he goes, like that dude Joey. Whoa! Remember Joey? Whoa! How you doing, Derek? I saw your last video where you were talking about how you picked up all this new equipment and you're going to do a premiere with some lives. Never heard my name mentioned once. I think maybe when we talked on the phone, I told you, if I help you out with equipment, you have to praise the man that told you about the equipment. So I'm going to need you again, delete that video, go back, make another one. And when you talk about your debut, your live stream debut with music, you have to say my name and you have to be beaming with excitement. Otherwise, I'm going to have to come over and take all that equipment off your hands for you while you're sleeping. Good to see you, man. Who else we got? He goes, evening, y'all. My inner elbow sweating. We got anyone in the crowd that's got inner elbow sweat already tonight? Whose inner elbows are sweating? Is it salty? Yep, it is salty. Should have known. All right. I think we're all caught up here for now. I'm just going to wait to hear Derek's apology, and then we'll move on. Till then, got myself a shot ski poured over here. And before I do that, let me read King's comics. I think we got something cerebral here. Get it? Brain cerebral? What is he saying? If their brains are in their snoots, do they hurt their brain when they burn the roof of their mouth? Very good question. I think that's a question only a wolf from another planet could answer. Hit him up. I'm sure he's got an answer for that. I'd say maybe yes. Cheers, everybody. I'm going to do a shot here. It was so warm because I just went out and picked this up. I put a little sliver of ice in there to make it colder. So it might be a little diluted, but I'll make up for it. Yes, just open up a new bottle. Patron, man. Cheers, man. Now, I think before we start, I'll head over to Derek's channel, and I'll put some troll comments in there so everybody knows who the one was that helped him out. Hold on a minute. Let me bust out my other device. I'm gonna leave you a troll comment. What do you think, Derek? You good? Is this a mic? Or okay. Anywho's. Oh, no. Derek's okay, buddy. Don't be sad. Come here. Everything's going to be okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to come off all. We okay, pal? Friends again? Yeah? Okay. Fist bump. Okay, where were we? Killer music that just showed up in the feller's pantry. But first, let me show you a few things what the feller's had on the turntable recently. We won't do a lot of talking tonight. We're going to do a lot of talking tonight. I couldn't pull the wool over your eyeballs. This is what's been on the table recently. Anybody have this one? Volto? It's Danny Carey's side project. You know, the fella from Tool. Probably one of the top two rock prog drummers, math dudes on the planet at this very moment. People say Buddy Rich, and I go, Buddy Rich? What? Dude was a ham bone. I want to see Buddy Rich do some intricate time signatures like this guy does. This dude is like, he might as well be building rockets. I think if you broke down the mathematical equations that were his time signatures, you could build the next nuclear bomb that ran off of tap water. I'm just going to put that out there. The man is awesome. I saw Tal, or I saw Tool, maybe the latter. Back in 92 or early 93 in Philadelphia, on South Street, they had a club there. I think there's even video of this on the YouTubes. Nobody really knew who Tool was. People even in my circle didn't know who Tool was. So you know this band Tool? And it had the sticker that was a wrench, and it had two closed ends and then an open end on the other end. Looked like a cock and balls. And they're like, what is that stupid sticker, man? Next thing you know, a month later, the whole world knows about Tool because of Undertow. This is just maybe a little bit before Undertow came out, maybe a month. And I got to see him in a really small club, held maybe 70 people, tops. And I had a really good time watching that show. Anywho's, yeah, this is Danny Carey's side project, Volto. It's all instrumental. And it's really fucking good. Anybody got Volto out there? I was listening to one of my favorite fellas. You know all about my bromance with Brant Bjork. I shared some pictures and all with you fellas and fellates out there about this guy. Saw him last year in Philadelphia. Got a lot of pictures and met Mario Lally and Brant. Got a picture with him. And I talked about how he smelled like hoagies. First time ever in my life where a hoagie smell didn't bother me. I actually liked it. And I have a new, endearing vibe for hoagies. And when I do eat a hoagie nowadays, Italian, maybe a little single tear runs down a fella's cheek. And I think back to the Brant Bjork days when I hung out with him. He was in the middle of some songs. He just finished one of his songs from what was going to be the second Stoner album. And when it was all done, I always wait when I'm at a show. I always wait till it gets really quiet, and then I'll hoot and holler or I'll yell and say something when nobody, that 1 second when it's super quiet. And I remember looking right at him because he's only about 6 feet away from me, and I yelled, "Fuck yeah!" And he goes, "Dude, that's going to be the name of our next album." And everybody's hooting and hollering. I was high-fiving strangers. He never did name that album, Fuck Yeah. Brant, what the fuck, man? Anyway, Brant Bjork, Bougainvillea Suite. That's his most recent one. He's got a new one coming out. Yes, he does. And Danova. Can't say much about Danova besides Dobsky turned me on to Danova a while back. A couple years back, maybe. Back in the beginning of a feller's live streaming sessions. When he did digital. Danova, really cool. Don't like the current iteration of Danova. The singer, a little fucked up in the head now, maybe drunk, maybe getting a little bit old. Passed off the vocals to like a singer. He used to sing and play guitar. He passed it off to a guy that just sings. Don't like it. Not buying that album, not supporting Danova anymore. Sorry. Purist. Don't need a fourth guy in a three-piece, all right? Make it work. Bring down the tempo or whatever you got to do. Just don't bring no fourth guy in trying to sound like you and moving around doing the snake thing. It ain't working, Danova. Let me look down at the chats here real quick. All right. Sean's in the house. Good to see you, Sean. How you making out, buddy? Good to see you. Good evening. I miss anybody else? Hola, Eduardo. Good to see you, man. How you making out? Frozen pizza? Is it wrong that I eat the frozen pepperoni off the pizza? Yeah, you could get botulism and whatever pork-related diseases there are. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe Kimba won't be here tomorrow. I don't know. She's on the floor going, "Oh, God, I shouldn't eat that frozen raw pizza." Anywho, so yeah, that's what I had on the table recently. Now, I'm going to tell you all about what's coming up on deck here. I just picked this up off of Riding Easy. So get your styli ready or whatever fancy thinking device you got and get ready to punch this one in because fellas got a feeling there's going to be more than one person buying this tonight. Pick this up. Parchment Fam. What do you think of that? Missouri-based band. They took the name from the Blue Cheer song Parchment Farm, which actually wasn't a Blue Cheer song. I think it was a Booka White song, the blues feller. I think everybody else took Parchment Farm from that. If a feller's correct, I think I got my blues locked down. I think it was Booka. Picked this up on Riding Easy. They gave you a choice, black or color. And they didn't say what color. They just said color. For an extra $2, I said, okay, color. Whatever. Let's roll the dice. Anyway, this was on Brown Acid, the 18th Trip. The first song off this album was. So we're going to be hearing something that was on the Brown Acid series, the 18th. I think that maybe the recent trip is 18th. Yeah. So this is what we got. Parchment Farm. Missouri. It's rock. Killer rhythm section. The bass is like super crunchy. You're really going to dig this. I'm pretty sure. Hard rock, blues rock, some fuzz, heavy bass, like bass dripping with heavy bottom end. Anybody out there likes the bottom end stuff, you're really going to dig this stuff. It's really good. So yeah, Parchment Farm. Not super definitive on a date because I didn't read anything that had a specific date on when this was out. Band was together from 68 to 73 or 4. So I think maybe third iteration may have been 70. I'm going to say 71, 72 around there is going to be my semi-educated guess. So yeah, we got Parchment Farm on deck tonight. What do you think of that? Richard. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. You can take it? Yeah, Richard can handle it, man. He can take it all. Don't ask me how I know. Just all night long. Just good to see you, Richard. How you making out, buddy? Yeah, there was a song called Parchment Farm. I just said, Dave, did you just show up? Dave, you listening, buddy? Good evening, pal, by the way. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you got a little bit of rice in your ear. Maybe you got to get the Q-tip and go a little bit deeper. You just don't go here. You got to go in. Go in deep enough, and when you pull out and give it a good, and if it smells kind of tangy, you know you're deep enough. But yeah, this is I believe from what I read, my limited readings is before the stream, Booka White, the blues feller, did Parchment Farm originally. Yes, there was. And also, I believe Cactus did Parchment Farm. Anybody else knows besides Cactus and literally the band name Parchment Farm? I know it was a big song. A lot of fellers. Maybe some fellettes did Parchment Farm. I'm not sure. Yeah. Good to see you, Dave. Randy here? There he is. Randy goes, yo! How you doing? Hey, everybody okay? Randy had a good stream the other night. Yep, brown hair, brown shirt, brown hat, brown sack? Maybe? I may just sun my sack, you know what I mean? Not the shaft part so much, but the sack, there's a provision there, and I just hanging out the window. Yeah, just like right off the windowsill, right out there. Put a little bird seed on. That's a whole different thing. Forget it. I'm not going to talk about the bird seed part. Forget it. Derek's in the house and Randy. Always a great show when Randy is around. That's subjective, I think, Richard. Depends on what kind of mood Randy's in. Sometimes he's in a happy mood and he wants to sock mop the world. Other times he wants to sock mop his bathroom and just jam that sock in somebody's pie hole. So we'll see what kind of level he's on tonight. I think he's going to be in a happy mood. It's Saturday. I know he doesn't have to get up tomorrow. So that might be a good thing. Fella don't have to get up tomorrow. So that's a good thing. We're going to get to hang out. We're going to have some drinks and some shotses. So anybody wants to try to push a fella over the edge for shots, just put shots down in the chat. I got a brand new bottle. Just broke the seal on that mother humper. So we're going to be getting loose tonight. Just like I said, tonight's theme, it's just going just like that. Just real gentle like in the beginning. The fella's going to full on pin them legs behind your back and just rail you till the sun comes up. Musically. Whoa, easy. Musically, I'm talking about. Relax. Dave's over. Dave goes, what? What? Auditorily. All right, music. I'm talking about, this is innuendo. It's music innuendo. Calm down now. Lisa's in the house. She came in just in time. Lisa just comes in when I'm talking about railing you till the sun comes up. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Late to the party? Never, Lisa. You know I always talk for at least a half hour before we do anything. At least. I learn from the best. Carson, Letterman, Leno, yeah, because he can talk all night. Anywho's, yeah, we got Parchment Farm on deck tonight. You ready to hear some good music? I hope you are, because that's what we got. Hope you enjoyed the show last week where we did a double-headed thing. I hit you up twice with two heads. We did some psych and blues rock, and then we went right after, started up a whole nother stream, and we did death till the sun came up. I'm telling you, we had a great time. First time I ever played super, super heavy stuff like death metal, and it was awesome being able to spotlight death and play a little bit of something from Feller's collection because he's got every single one. And then my buddy Panique's, Rob, you out there, buddy? Because he comments on every one of my streams. Hey, Rob. How you doing, pal? Rob Panique's one of the kindest people, elder statesman of the community that is music and vinyl related. He always leaves excellent comments, very lengthy. I always love reading them. I always get them first, and I go, wait a minute, I better take a couple notes, and then I got to sit down and I got to answer Rob's, his comment. What I was getting at was Rob's got Control Denied, and that's the last project that Chuck Schuldiner did before he passed away. And brain cancer. Rough. Early 30s. Tragedy. Anyway, I hope you had a good time checking out those two sessions last week. If you missed it, go on rewind. Don't leave now. Whoa. Come. Not now. In a little while when we're done, then go back and rewind on it and check those two out if you didn't. They're fun. Sykes' is, and then metal. Death metals is music. Vinyls. Nick's in the house. Nick Fantasy. How you doing, buddy? How you making out tonight, pal? Isn't Rob from Boston? Yeah, he is. Celtic Swan, don't know nothing, but you mean Celtic Frost, the band? That's another one I'd like to do a spotlight on, is Celtic Frost. Who wants to hear Celtic Frost for about fucking 2.5 hours straight? Anybody got the sand? Don't want to listen to Celtic Frost for 2 hours? Let me know. Bleep it down in the comments. Good to see you, Nick. How you making out, buddy? All right. I think I caught up with everybody. Yep, Nick and Dave and Randy, King, Kimba. Lisa's hanging out with us tonight. Derek's hanging out. OG Panique's, absolutely. Nick goes, hey guys, even now in crew, you got every death record, not easy. I don't know why that I pinned that kind of voice on you. I'm sorry, Nick. Yes, I have every death record and multiple copies. Go back and check out a feller's stream last week. You might dig it. You might not. You might just be nice. You maybe just trying to be nice right now and just fit in so you don't look like a dick and come in and say a bunch of rude stuff. I don't know. What's your agenda, Nick? Come on! Got your EQ packed up here and just getting ready to send it back to you soon. Keep your eyeball out. I'll send you a tracking number on that. Careful now. It's got a big buzzing sound. I don't want it to. My inner elbow's sweating again. Look at this. Look. I don't know why I held the mic up so you could see my inner elbow sweating, but yeah, there we are. Now, Fawn says Celtic Frost is great. Hell yeah. All right, digging that. AZ Mix hanging out with us. Good to see you, buddy. Doing great, Nick. Thanks for asking, pal. Excellent. Trying to stay cool. It's hot outside, man. Okay, so you ready for some Parchment Farm? Are you? Ready. Yep. Get it! They're from Missouri. I don't know why the first guy sounded British, but, Play it. Fine. Might be a regional accent. I don't know. Anyway, got it set up here on the SL 1979 Mark II. Ready to go. Zonk Man is in the house. Hey, buddy. Zonk's in the house. Good to see you, Zonk. How you doing, pal? Saw you on Mikey's channel. Just talking about you earlier. Were your ear holes ringing? Talking to my buddy Sean Spins, and I go, Zonk Man's been on Banana's show a lot. And I remember asking, I think I asked Zonk, did Mrs. Zonk throw him out? And he just kind of moved in with Nanners. He's in the bedroom next door. I don't remember what he said. I think maybe he intimated yes. So maybe Nanners and Zonk Man are living together now. I don't know. I'm not judging. Don't look at me like that. Good to see you, Zonk. St. Anthony's Fire, a band from New Jersey. I did a spotlight on this band. If you want to go back on the fella's channel, Zonk, I'm talking to you specifically now. Go back and check it out. One of the things that stuck in the fella's noggin was the label that they were on was called Zonk. Pretty neat. Go back and check that. Don't go now, though, Zonk. Come on. Don't leave now. Wait till I'm done. Okay. You slept under the porch? Mikey's got a porch? That's kind of scary. Especially if you're under the porch where the bathroom is above. Man. The Ed Hart. What's the Ed Hardy shirt? What am I missing? What Ed Hardy shirt? I don't have any wrestling shirts. Bleep it down in the comments. I don't know what you mean. I know one thing. I'm going to pour myself a shot. Who's down with a shot? I'm going to start this record up, and I'm going to run over to the kitchen, which is literally somewhere between 12 and 49 steps away. Pour myself a shot, come back and check out the chats and hang with you while we listen to some good music. Are you ready? You ready? Hey! I need a hype person, like a skanking dude that like dances on stage with big giant shoulder pads on a suit. And it trips over a cord, falls down, and breaks the back of his head open on a speaker, like a monitor speaker. That happened once when I saw a band, OC Supertones. Anybody know that band, Supertones? They were it's like a ska band from like the 90s. I saw them in Philadelphia, and there was a dude skanking on stage. You know, the guy that just dances while everybody plays music? And he was skanking around stage, and he's skanking backwards, and he tripped over a cord and fell back and smashed the back of his noggin on a monitor and started like, he didn't move, and then like 5 seconds later he started twitching like a fish, and then like they tried to play it off like he didn't smash his head open. I don't know what, maybe he died. I don't know. Rest in peace, unknown skanking dude from Supertones in the mid-90s somewhere, late 90s. Rest in peace. Also, rest in peace, Mick Dodge and Rick Beato. Let's check out Parchment Farm. Maybe that'll lift our spirits. Going to get a shot. I'll be right back.
Sing a song of the dead, laughing when people cry. And all at once the sky turned black, and the damnedest began to try. The mountains ruled with herds of men, and destroyed the grass in the valley. The people's faces grew thick and thin, as they ran in circles like follies. Sitting here lonely, singing them songs of the dead. Sing the song of the dead and laugh when my brothers cried. Then all at once the sky turned black and the damnedest began to try. We went straight up just like a whirlwind in a storm, and the clouds are like dust on my feet. Where is it that we've gone? Is it heaven or hell, or is it somewhere in between? Sitting here lonely, singing the songs of the dead. The sky turned black and the day mist began to dry. All at once I was back on the earth in the depths of a grave and alive. Now this seems somewhat strange to me, cause I can hear no one cry. Sitting here lonely, singing the songs of the dead.
All right, that's it, everybody. Good night. Take it easy, relax. I'm just fucking around. Hey, I just wanted to throw this out there. Now get ready with your fancy thinking devices, because I'm going to throw you a little bit of free content, something you can take and keep for yourself, your own person thing. I'm going to give you the free digital download for this album. Somebody do a shot with me real quick, and then I'm going to show you this digital download. I'm going to hold it up there. Whoever gets it first, I want to hear it in the chat that you downloaded it first. I'm going to show you. Who's down with a shot ski? Anybody want to do a shot with a fella tonight? You all just drinking fucking water. You're going to come in like Adrian and go, I'm just drinking water tonight. I got to work tomorrow. I go, man, I work almost every fucking day. She's right, though. It's good to drink a lot of water. Just put it. Where's Adrian at tonight? Where are all the fellettes? Kimba's in the house. Who else am I missing? Oh, Danny's here, too. I'm just kidding, Danny. All right. Shot? Water does rust your pipes. Yeah. Danny? Somebody's going to do a shot with a fella tonight. Please. Come on. Don't leave me hanging. I don't want to drink alone. I'm not going to do my monkey dance if I just got to sit here and drink alone. I'll do the monkey dance if somebody else is having a little bit of Grandpa's old cough medicine with a feller tonight. Don't leave a feller hanging. All right? I'm not Ronald McDonald. I ain't going to dance for no French fries. You know what I mean? Not a clue what that means, but I'm sure you understand totally what I'm saying. Cheers. That was good. Okay. You doing a shot of tequila? Sean, awesome, buddy. That's what I'm doing. I got Patron Silver. That's my drink of choice. It's pretty much all I drink now. No more beer. No more Trulies. No more Mighty Swells. They bloat a feller. They get me like Ethiopian belly skin, like I'm pregnant. And I ain't been pregnant for a while. You know, I didn't like the feeling. Anywho's, you ready for the free content? Yeah, Dave, you got a McDonald's joke out there, Dave? Peace, Dave. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. I haven't seen any recent movie videos. You gonna put out a new video about some movies? Maybe you should do Dr. Goldfoot. Here's a recommendation for you, Dave. Do your next video on Dr. Goldfoot and the Bikini Machine. They did 2 movies. I watched them both yesterday, back to back. Vincent Price was in it, and Fabio, and one of those other Teen Idol guys. Do that one, and then dedicate it to a feller. Dr. Goldfoot and the Bikini Machine. What do you think about that? Smooth. Anywho, here you go. I don't know how this would work because you'd have to how do you scan a scan? There. Can you scan that? I'm gonna hold that up for a minute. Now you're gonna have to get your phone out. You're gonna have to scan. You're gonna have to see if you can scan a scan. There. I'm gonna hold it up as steady as I can. Go on. I'll give you a minute to break your phone out. Gotta get your camera set up. I know I'm asking you to do too much work for something free. You can get the free Parchment Farm album right here. You can even snapshot it and then do it. You can get creative. I've seen people do these hit videos out there. I'm sure somebody has the ability to take a screenshot. 3, 2, 1, and you're fucked. Now, if you manage to get away with that and you've got the download, bleep it down in the comments. I'm curious to see if that works. I don't think they're even doing like a number thing where you punch it in anymore. You just use your fancy thinking device and you're there. To call you Dr. Goutfoot? Oof. How you doing, Mikey? I knew a dude, Chris, that had gout. And this dude was big. We used to call him Beast Man because he was so fucking big to begin with. But when he got gout, that foot would turn into like a fucking tire, like a spare tire. It would just balloon out in all directions. Something about some kind of crystals moving around in your system and they get between the joints. It didn't sound fun. It sounded kind of painful. Anyway, good to see you, buddy. Zonk Man, and we got some cross-pollination going on tonight in the chats. What's the matter, Dylan? They got you pushing too many pencils. Remember that one? No. This is put out by Riding Easy, man. This is a Riding Easy jam. Just got released. See that down there? Riding Easy. Yeah. So, all right. One song. Let's continue. I hope somebody let me know if somebody got that free download out there. I'm curious. I'll send you nothing if you did.
Riding over the countryside, wanting the people to run and organize. Put out the lanterns, pull down the blinds. We all are rebels and willing to die. Who's it screaming? What is the meaning? Some are willing, some are afraid. Many have tried, many have died. So join with me, my friend, and believe what I say, or you'll be left behind to dig your own grave. Who's it screaming? What is the meaning? Give me a signal I can see. One if by land, two if by sea. The rednecks are coming, can't you see? Pick up your guns if you want to be free. it screaming? What is the meaning? The trouble is back, well-known facts. It's had you just up around and back. It's staring right at you, it's so very clear. We need to find someone named Paul Revere. Who is it screaming? What is the meaning? I know screaming, I know the meaning. anticipating, waiting for a word or two, or just a call on the telephone. They tell me that I'm wasted. They tell me I'm sad and blue. But let me know where I stand. I wanna know if I'm alive or dead. Tell the doctor that I'm hungry. Tell him I'm sick with pain. And tell him to pull me through. Dear doctor, I'm not insane. my friends, they're all standing round. I'm not crying anymore. I don't think that I care somehow. And I don't think that I want to go, no. Lying here waiting, anticipating, waiting for a word or two, or just to call on the telephone. They tell me I'm wasted. They tell me I'm sad and blue, letting me know just where I stand. I wanna know if I'm alive or dead.
Give it a golf clap. Yeah, Parchment Farm. Again, not super specific on a date, but if I had to guess from like the bio that I read, I'd say, I want to say 69 to 71, maybe 72. Not 100% sure. They don't say. You got to guess by the bio that you read, and there are a lot of dates in there. They started out around 68. This is the kind of shit that I imagine Mikey Bananas should pick up, but maybe he's just waiting for somebody to send it to him for free. I don't know. Yep. 3 fellers, and they ended up being 4 fellers, I think, at one point, and then there were 3 again, and then they did some recording, and then they weren't anybody at all. Then they just kind of disbanded. But they opened up for some big bands back in the day. I could read the bio to you if I felt like reading a bunch, but I don't feel like reading. Can't even half see at this point. I'm like 4 shots is in. Let's look at the chat before I go on side 2. Did you pick this up? Put down in the chat. Bleep it down in the chat below if you're going to pick this album up or if you've already picked it up, because it's on Riding Easy. Hey, Riding Easy, if you're watching this or you're listening to a feller, maybe go easy. Don't throw copyright and pull it down. I'm bringing you business. Maybe I could work for you. Maybe I could be your hype man. I'll skank around on stage and then trip backwards and smash the back of my head on a monitor and bleed out on stage live. What do you think? You could put a record out of it. Has anybody ever put a record out of someone bleeding? What's it sound like? Anybody out there? I know some sick mother humper out there's got a record with someone bleeding to death. I know it. They say there's no such thing as a real snuff film. I disagree. I've seen some weird shit in my day, especially these like weird like mid-90s college hazing videos that they used to make people watch. Whoo! I got a little bit of German in my blood, but let me tell you, those German fellers out there, they really got it pinned down with the weirdness. Let me tell you, just like I was thinking about microphones the other day, because a fella likes holding his microphone. There's just something about it. Makes me feel safe, you know what I mean? As opposed to just kind of talking. Bring me back to my band days when I did drumming and backup vocals and stuff in a microphone. I like hiding behind the kit. I use the kit as like my wall. And then I did a little backup. The mic would be like way like in the air, go way up and then pinned over. Like super tall boom mic, it went way over. And the mic would be just like here. and I'd be playing drums and singing. I was talking to Derek the other day. Psychedelic, by the way. Young feller. I think he's like 13. Just turned 13. Good to see you, buddy. And I'm talking about the microphone thing, and I said, yeah, I said this before. I'd like to get like the Bob Barker microphone. You know, the one that's like 4 feet long, the gold one, but it's like pencil thin, and that I could just hold it like that, like all the way down here. Like where you, the guys know what I'm talking about. You hold it at the base, you know what I mean? All the way down at the base. Not so much. It may be subjective where you hold it, whether you hold it at the base or all the way up at the end of the shaft. I don't know. I'm thinking Bob Barker, so I'm thinking way down at the base. And I'd like to give me one of those. Anybody got a super long Bob Barker microphone, the little thin ones with the little mushroom cap on the end? It's not innuendo for wieners. I'm just saying it's got a little mushroom cap on the end. Send me one of those. We got side 2 Parchment Farm lined up here. How you feeling out there tonight? You having a good time? Anybody new come in? Oh, Derek just ordered it. All right. Salmon on Parchment. Danny ordered it. Okay, let me go back a little bit. Okay. Ain't got no gas in it, right? Sling blade, I get it. Danny ordered it. Eduardo. Vaughn says the bassist was all over that. I agree. The rhythm section is fucking killer. That is one of the things that kind of immediately stuck me on this album was the rhythm section is fucking die for. And the drums, I like how they're super open and airy. Like you can hear them toms ringing. It sounds really fucking good. And Derek picked one up. Yep, hype man. Been some blood pressed into vinyl, maybe some little bit of PP, right? Like if Mr. Bananas came out with a record, I think they wouldn't inject blood in it. They'd inject some sync P. They go and scrape some residual off of side of Mikey's sink and make a record out of it. Maybe like a 45 made out of nothing but crystallized PP. Put that down in the comments if you want to finance somebody for that. I might be on board with that idea. Yeah, liquid-filled records, blood-filled. Is that one band that did the blood-filled one where they pulled blood from all the members of the band and then they stuck it in the middle of a record? Yep. Unsane. Yeah, the Bloody Chicks. That's a Naked Chicks, right, Sean? Is that the one you're talking about? Unsane? I might be thinking of another one. There's one where the cover has always got the Naked Chicks with little tiny boobies on there, and they're all covered in blood. There's like a little guy on there. I was going to say midget, but I'm going to say that. Yeah. Thin as a curtain rod. That's depending on what kind of curtain rod you got, Derek. That could be pretty substantial. Yep. All right, let's break outside to Parchment Farm. Enough yakking. I'm going to grab myself a shots of this. Hope you're enjoying it, everybody. By the room count, I'm assuming you're not. Maybe you don't like it. Gotta be Beatles maybe for you to be into it? What's the matter with you? You need your music spoon-fed to you, people. Not you.
the sun. Damned if I know what this man has done. He cries and he tries to feel his way through. When the blind man reaches out, God, what will I do? Passing by, don't you realize that soon you will die? Blind man sings this song. the sky is cloudy, rain is sure to come down upon us all. When the sky is cloudy, rain is sure to come down upon us all. Blue skies coming, I see. Down up on the street, victims of democracy, only wanting to be free.
Good question, Lisa.
and you're not even real. But now you're dying, so who have you killed?
Holy shit. How are there not 700 people here listening to this fucking album tonight? I tell you. I know it's a niche thing, but I swear to God, the fucking sheeple in this world, good Lord. Just head that way off the cliff, all right? All the good people with good taste, we'll be back here, the black sheep. That fucking album is awesome. The rhythm section, the bass and fucking drums, sick. I mean, sick. Guitar, fuzzy and crunchy, garagey. A little bit of like weird punk influence in here. I just, 72, this fucking album came out. It was recorded 72-ish. It's fucking insane. It blows my mind. There's something that forward-thinking can come out that early. We're not even like that far removed from like hippie dippy fucking sunshine psych dog shit era. And we got stuff like Parchment Farm coming out, underground, relatively unknown, an opening band for lots of, headlining bands, and then disbanded and forgotten. Fucking amazing shit, man. That bass and drums were fucking killed. That was mixed very, very well. I love the way that album was mixed. And Sean said kind of a garagey feel. I think Sean said that. I couldn't agree more. Garagey as fuck. Fuzzy. How do you meld psych, blues rock, fuzz rock, hard rock, and like proto fucking metal in the same vein and not even know half of those genres exist? I think this band created like a genre of music. Go listen, go buy Parchment Farm. It's, I almost threw up on my mic. That's how excited I am. It's overriding easy. I think I got that for like $30 shipped. Color. You can get black for cheaper. I think a couple bucks cheaper. You can get this on black wax, which doesn't matter to me. I figured a couple bucks extra. I'll see what they got in color. But yeah, Parchment Farm, man. Missouri band. We're talking like Missouri, like coming out with this kind of shit. Fucking rad, man. I think Randy picked it up. Yep. Checking out the chat. Give me a minute now. You're probably like, what's he having, a stroke? No, my one eye's not sinking down like sloth, okay? Ain't no rocky road going on here. I'm looking at the chat. Okay. Anybody? I'm going to put the link. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to regret this because I always fucking do. Oh, man. I'm going to put this out. It is a Saturday. So we got a little time to hang out. Lisa maybe wants to come up and she can show everybody her green hair. Or blue. I don't know. Maybe Randy wants to come up, show us his sock. He's got a freshly mopped sock. Maybe Zonkman wants to come up. Maybe Mr. Nanners wants to come up. Be great if Zonkman came up and hung out with us for a minute. Wouldn't that be cool? He goes on Mikey Banana's channel every week. I might be a little upset if he decides, I ain't got time. I'm hanging out at home. I'm washing my tights, scrubbing them down by the creek. Maybe Niners wants to come up. Maybe Dobsky. Dobsky's always out there talking a bunch of shit about how cool he is in his collection. He's always spinning records. Maybe he wants to come up and hang out with a fella and talk. I don't know. Dobsky's more shy than a lot of girls I know. They go, I don't want you to see my face. I don't know. I'm trying to needle you into coming up, Dobsky. Is it not obvious? Maybe Eric? Eric just showed up. Hey, Eric, you just showed up the second the music was done, buddy. We're only an hour and 28 minutes into it, and Eric just showed up. just as everything was shutting down, there he is. Dobsky, he's shy, but he's not shy. Dave, you got to understand what's going on. Like, you know, he don't want to show his face, but, you know, he'll show his face. This face. This one, not so much. This one, yeah. I don't know why. Good-looking guy. I met him in person. He's a good-looking feller. Might get some of the fellas. Maybe some of the fellers out there might be getting. Maybe that's why he doesn't come up. He doesn't want to get anybody kind of just all flustered and verklempt, I think might be the word. I don't know. Maybe Randy will come up and hang out and talk. I don't know. The link is there. Where's the wolf from? He's Uranus adjacent, if you didn't know. Groovy Lisa doesn't go up anywhere except for Dusty's stream, her man, which is, you know, I'm just going to put that out there right now. Dusty and Lisa, they're a couple, all right? I hear they're getting married. They bought themselves some land out in Wyoming, maybe near Dave's place, Wyoming Dave. I think Dave may have sold them some property. They're moving out to Wyoming. They're going to start an alpaca farm, and they're going to shave these alpacas. They're going to make, like, boots and, like, what do they call them things like you put around your neck to keep you warm in the winter? And, like, you know, the sex area warmers. You have to order them by size. Yeah, oh, man. See what I'm saying now? Randy knows what's going on. Where's Dusty at tonight? Where's he at? Okay. Hey! I'll tell you, we had a good time tonight. It's probably going to be a relatively short stream. Played some good music and we hung out. I think I put in my time. I could sit here and talk for a while. You want to hear me just kind of ramble on? Because I could tell some stories. Maybe Nate wants to hear the canoe story again, which I've told probably a dozen times. I don't think a dozen, maybe 8. The canoe story? What's another one? What kind of stories can I tell? I know I got some story time in me. Fella's got a lot of stuff packed in the noggin. I don't know. Nothing's coming to my mind. Yep. Paul's in the house. How you doing, buddy? Paul showed up a little bit after Eric. Maybe Paul and Eric were hanging out. And they go, wait a minute, business is streaming. Let me jump in there. And then Paul's going to be like, hey, he's not talking about wrestling. I'm out of here. Good to see you, Paul. I told you I used to go to ECW Arena, Paul, over in Philadelphia. Back in the day, nobody knew who Cactus Jack, Tommy Dreamer, all those people were. And they used to have, they called it a Frying Pan Friday. And you could bring frying pans into the arena. Maybe Paul may not even know about this kind of stuff because it was regional. It was right over in Philadelphia. I'm in Jersey. We go right over the bridge into Phillytown. ECW Arena, the original OG arena for ECW. And had a Frying Pan Friday. And you used to be able to bring your frying pans in there, and they'd have these matches where they'd come right out into the audience. They'd come right up into the they had like the school bleachers, and they would they kind of fold it out from the wall, like in high school. They would kind of accordion out. And they'd be fighting in the ring, and then they'd jump out of the ring, and they'd start fighting up in the stands. And they'd come up in the stands, and they'd start fighting. And Cactus Jack came right up where me and my brother were sitting. I remember I snuck a little bottle of Rumplemints in there, had them in my jacket, and we were drinking some alcohol and stuff. And Mick, he came right up, Cactus Jack. Mick came right up, and I had like a dollar store frying pan. It was a thin one. And there were people that had like cast iron pans and like stainless steel pans. He knew the pans to not pick. You know, you don't want to smash somebody over the head with a cast iron pan. So he grabbed my dollar store pan from me. And he took this thing, and him and Tommy Dreamer were fighting, and he mashed this pan right over his head, and he bent it over his head, and it stuck to his head, and the handle was sticking straight out, and they were fighting and falling all around the bleachers. It was fucking great. ECW Arena, you could sneak alcohol in there. You could smoke weed in there. Everybody's smoking cigarettes. It's like back when Mick and like Rock were fighting, back in the ring. Nobody gave a shit, you know what I mean? Super fucking cool. Yeah. So, yeah, I had a good time hanging out with you fellas and fellas tonight. I hope you enjoyed the music. Everybody's afraid to come up. That's okay. That's okay. Not everybody can do what I do. It's a difficult situation to run a stream by yourself and to do the monkey dance and to put yourself out there. I get it. Eric, he's doing his thing. His connections. I like your connections videos that you do. Plastic Eric, they're cool, man. You did one recently, and I had it, and I was like, I want to chime in on that. But I'm not sure the format. Like, there's this connection thing where you do this puzzle thing, and I'm thinking maybe he only does it for his brother or his cousin, and I don't feel like intruding on that, so I'm not going to leave any comment because I wasn't sure what the format was completely. A little confused. I'm not going to lie. Because I'll buy this, then I'm, yeah. Yep. Looking at the chat here real quick. Yep. Frying pans. Yep. ECW. That's right. ECW was fucking great. I still got a couple ticket stubs over there. I got a bunch of picture frames, Paul, from like all the concerts that I went to back in the day. And there are a bunch of ECW ticket stubs over there. We used to go there like Fridays and Saturdays and when they had their events. And it was super cheap. I mean, it was like $8, $10. You could go in there and just to hang out for a few hours and watch some people beat the fucking shit out of each other. I mean, these people weren't afraid to bleed. Let me just tell you, like that beginning kind of razor blade in the teeth, and they put it in the wristband, and they go like that to wipe the sweat, and then blood be pouring down their forehead. It was big time. It was cool. You got your $8 worth, $8 to $12. It was worth it. Yeah, man. Yeah, everything is an excuse to talk about music, Eric. Just like I'm trying to talk about music right now, but we listened to Parchment Farm tonight, Missouri band, recorded around 1972. Hope you enjoyed it. If you missed it, go back and rewind on it. You might dig it. Good to see you guys, man. Shane's in the house. How you doing, buddy? Hate to, break the news to you, but I'm about to shut this motherfucker down. Nobody wants to come up and chat with a fella, and that's completely okay. I get it. It ain't easy to come up and show your face, and then you got to talk, and there are a bunch of people watching. You don't know what to do with your hands. Did I put them here? Did I put them here? Here? Like here? I don't know what to do with my hands. I've been in that situation before. You don't know what to do with your hands. It's a good thing at live shows. If you don't know what to do with your hands, go buy a beer. Then you just hold a beer the whole time. You just hold it right here. You can nurse on it all night. Hold it with both hands. Just grip on it. You know, man? That's my recommendation. Hope you enjoyed the tunes tonight. Check out Parchment Farm if you don't know Parchment Farm. If you ain't heard it, if you just showed up, go back and rewind on a fella's stream. You might really dig it. I don't make anything from Riding Easy. I don't make anything. Matter of fact, I lose money. I'm using my electric in here. My fan is running. Got lights all on in here for visual effect. Got my Wi-Fi, my computer set up. Drinking my expensive alcohol to share really good music with you fellas and fellettes. Let me just say that I enjoy doing what I do. Nate's hanging out. Yep, it's going to bed early. Everybody's got an excuse, I guess, like a butthole. Everybody's got one. You know what I mean? It's totally okay. We can't have every single time, 20 people hanging out, telling, fart jokes and dick jokes, which I enjoy. I enjoy a good dick joke now and then. But we can't expect it all the time. No problem, Paul. I checked out your stream earlier when I was getting ready for my stream. I was checking out your stuff. And that feller was up there showing all his pictures and all his posters and his bill things from the wrestling stuff. I never got into it that deep. I did do a lot of pay-per-view. I got a ton of pay-per-view on VHS. Ton of them down in the garage, like in a big box. I recorded a lot of pay-per-view from probably like mid-late 90s to like 304. I got a shitload of VHS tapes down there for all the pay-per-view stuff. Mostly WWF, some WCW, I think. Yeah. Tell the Kills bucket story. Holy shit, Mick, man, you got a good memory. You really want me to tell that story? Because it kind of makes me out as an asshole. I'm not saying I'm not an asshole. I'm just saying I'm one of the good assholes. Maybe then I was marginally, just maybe on the border of being an actual asshole and a good asshole. Maybe pushed by peer pressure. You really want to hear that Kills story? It kind of freaks me out because I drive down that road, not frequently, but every once in a while I'll go down that road and I'll pass that bar and I'll pass that stretch of road and I'll go, I wonder if that guy even has eyeballs anymore. Will that get me demonetized to tell a story about someone's eyeballs maybe get burned out of his head by caustic, stain-blocking, oil-based primer? Is that a thing? Can I get in trouble for that? I don't know. Let me think on that for a minute. Well, since I don't monetize, I'm going to assume maybe not. Because I don't monetize my channel. I don't want any money from you. The most I've ever done as far as taking someone's money was getting a bunch of Hydra Sessions shirts made. And let the point be made that I actually lost money on every single one of those shirts that I sent out to people. So not a very good businessman as far as, the merch area goes. That was kind of a pay-it-forward, memory-based kind of thing, like a treat for you people. If you got a Hydra shirt out there, you're one of the lucky people. Because chances are they'll never, ever get made again. So if you got a gray one or you got a brown one, you're one of the lucky people. Yep. Looking at the chat. I'm seeing it. All right. I'm reading. The Kills bucket story, I don't know. Mick, it may make me out to be a douchebag, you know what I mean? And I'm not claiming that I didn't used to be a douchebag. But I was a douchebag with a heart, you know what I mean? I was that maybe the worst kind of douchebag ever, the kind of douchebag that is self-aware of the douchebaggery that he's up to. Anyway, all right, I'll tell the story condensed real quick, and then I'll go. So, what's up, Eric? Good to see you, buddy. Just getting ready to wrap this up, man, so you showed up just in time. We played a little bit of Parchment Farm tonight, a little bit of Missouri, hard rock, fuzz, garage, blues rock goodness, man. I don't know if you know this one. Maybe a little bit mellow for Eric. He's into the... But maybe he's not. I don't know. I've only ever seen him show that kind of stuff, so I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, we played Parchment Farm tonight. The Kills primer story goes like this. And don't judge me, all right? That was like 30 fucking years ago. Actually, it was like 1987. I didn't even have a driver's license then. Somebody else was driving. Anywho, we were driving home from a job down the shore, Jersey Shore, one night. We're driving down a back road, getting ready to drop off one of our buddies. And we had a Ford Econoline 350 van, stretched out carpet van, had the big sliding door on the side, slid way down. And as we're driving home, we passed one of the local bars. And there's some people walking on the side of the road. And they start launching beer bottles at us. And it hits the windshield, and it breaks our windshield, and it hits the side window, and beer and glass flies in the truck. And we're freaking out because it hits the dude that's driving. Jack hits him. And he's got glass all around, and the window's shattered. We can't see nothing. And, the dude, he's since passed away. So, he may got his just due. I don't know. This dude, Chris, goes, he's in the back with me, Pastor. He goes, hey, fuck this shit, man. He goes, turn around. So we pass them this way, and they're on our left. Sliding doors on the right side, passenger side, drinker side, as some people call it. So we turn around. Chris goes in the back. He takes a 5-gallon bucket, and he starts peeling the lid off this 5-gallon bucket of Kills. Stain kill, oil-based. Hit your eyeballs. We go driving by. He goes, all right, open the door. So open the door and locked it in place. We go driving by these guys, and they start giving us the finger and throwing bottles at us again. And Chris takes this 5-gallon bucket of Kills primer and launches it. He holds a bucket in his hand. He launches 5 gallons of primer, and it hits these guys directly in the face. He couldn't have got a better shot. I remember one guy, he was like, his mouth was open, and he was screaming like, oh, my God, what's happening? It blasted him in the mouth and his eyeballs. And we turned around and sped out and got out of there. Fast forward a bunch of time. I don't even know how long it was. I went back to that bar a lot, much, much later. I couldn't tell you the time frame in between. Me and the same guy, Chris. We're sitting at the bar, and there's a fella there that he can't see. He's got no eyeballs. And he's telling somebody a story about one night somebody threw a bunch of paint in his eyes outside the bar. And Chris looked over at me and goes, I was like, yeah, you fucking blinded that guy, man. I didn't do it. I didn't fucking do it. That was like I said, it's like 1986, 1987. Don't fucking judge me. I didn't do it. All I did was open the door and lock it in place. That was it. That was it. I didn't blind him. Anywho. That's enough. I'm not telling any more stories. You're going to paint me in a bad light. Somebody's going to do a hit piece on me. It's going to be a short. I don't need it. Mick wanted to hear the story. I'm blaming it on Mick. I hear any shit later on, it's Mick's fault. Go look up Mick. He lives in Arizona. Go check him out. He lives in the desert. 3 cactuses over and 1 cactus back. You'll find Mick. Take it up with him. Good to see you. Yeah, fella looks back on some of the stuff that happened in his life and he goes, man, what are you doing nowadays? I wake up and I go to the bathroom, I'm peeing and I fart, and like that's my life now. You know what I mean? Things have dulled down quite a bit. At least I've always got memories. Always an interesting story to share with you fellas and fellas. So, yeah, Sean, that's what being young is about, is regretting and lots of lament and wishing you didn't do things that you did. If you're smart and self-aware enough, you go, man, I shouldn't have done that. It wasn't very smart. Never literally. Physically, I'm going to stop there. I may have hurt maybe 1 or 2 people in my life. Let me put this out there, and we'll just stop it here. I'd never hurt anybody that didn't deserve being hurt. I've never like a dog kicker. I never hurt animals. Matter of fact, here's a quick story. Let me tell you a story about instant retribution on an extremely angry man that hurt animals. I was walking through town, and I don't know, 14, maybe 15 years old. There were a couple dogs out front of this guy's house, and they were humping. Yeah, dog, he's got like a barb on the end. He gets that hook, and he gets in the girl dog, and they get stuck. And they don't get unstuck until the dog is all done and the lipstick goes away. Well, this guy in the house didn't like it. He didn't like that the dogs are out there having fun. And me and my crew at the time were walking by this guy's house, and he threw a bucket of scalding water on these dogs, and it hit the skin, and it melted these dogs' skins together, and they started screaming and flipping out. And we ran right up on that dude's porch, and we kicked the fucking shit out of that guy. I swear to God, we kicked the fucking balls out of that dude. That's the good side. I don't know what happened to the dogs. They were screaming. And how did this turn? See, this is what, Mick, what'd you fucking do, man? You ruined this. You ruined the whole stream. You're making me, I'm getting upset now. Did you have a good time tonight? Hanging out and listening to some good music. I don't know how Parchment Farm turned into melting dog skin, but here we are. Here we are. Another story in the books. You don't hurt fucking animals. There's a takeaway from that story. Don't hurt animals, especially around me. You want to get fucked up? Fuck with an animal around me. And you really see the bad side of Mr. Bizarro. Yeah, you can call me that. I don't want to hear it. Don't hurt animals. People, questionable. Animals, no, they don't deserve it. They were just out there humping, having a good time. Getting mad at the animals for humping. He probably wished he was humping and never got no humping done, and he got a little bit jealous, and he threw the water on him. Not cool. Isn't that amazing how this kind of things stick in your head? They never quite go away. Very vivid memory. Probably because them dogs are really hurt. Really hurting in pain. On that note, I hope you have a good Sunday and a good week coming up. I hope you enjoyed the music. We played Parchment Farm, Missouri band. Garage, psych, fuzz, blues. Yeah, hope you enjoyed it. A couple people picked that album up tonight, and I'm glad to hear you picked it up. Tell Riding Easy you bought it because of my recommendation. Maybe he'll throw me a little bit of monetization on the side. I might end up being like a spokesman. Maybe the skank person for Riding Easy. Maybe I'll dance around and then trip on a monitor and smash my head open. I don't know. Maybe I deserve it if it happens. I don't know. But yeah, Parchment Farm. That's what we played tonight. Gonna clean this up by finishing up what's in the chats tonight. Yep. I'm reading it. Yep. Who shaved? Somebody shaved out there? Who? Eric? He's already shaved. Yeah, give me a damn record already, will you? Okay, I'm seeing it. Appreciate you guys. Hope you had a good time. We checked out some good music. We hung out and chatted it for a while. Come on back next week. We'll see what we got on the table. Maybe we'll show something new. I'm almost throwing up on my mic. I'm holding it back right now. I've got that Elias Hulk back in the pantry. I've been wanting to play that forever. Maybe we'll do that next week. Come on back next Saturday. We'll do it all over again. Did you have a good time? You did? Good. That's all that matters. What's the takeaway? Music is life. Life is love. If you're lucky enough to have love and family and music in your life, that's kind of what we're here for, right? Love and life and enjoying life and what it can give. Don't let life get you down. Life has a way of getting you down. Don't focus on the negative if you can help it. Try to focus on the positive. Usually, typically outweighs the negative stuff. So just focus on the good stuff. If you got a good family support system, you got a decent job, you got some friends you can talk to, you got some good music, maybe you got somebody to love on, good on you. Keep on doing that, and I swear everything's going to be all right. The outcome's going to be great in the long term. Just keep your eye on that golden ring. It might be way down the road, but keep focused on it. And when you come around that carousel, make sure and snag on it. Hold it tight and grab on. Don't let it go. So I'll see you next time. Appreciate you guys. Have a good Sunday and have a good week. Try to be productive. Be a good person. Don't be hateful if you can help it. And don't let them people get away with hurting them animals. You know what I mean? Sarah McLachlan had it right with the sick dog, and he's all wet in the snow and everything. She had it down. What did I miss? Free love typically isn't free. There's always a cost involved, Randy. You know that. Appreciate you guys. Carlin, good to see you, buddy. You just stopped by? Sorry if I missed any comments out there. I've been on a ramble. Feller likes to ramble on. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you next Saturday. We'll do it all over again. Maybe we'll bring some people up to chat. Take care of yourself. Eric and Dobsky and Kimba, Zonk, Lisa, Eric, Nick, and everybody else in the chat. Appreciate you. Hope you enjoyed the music. If you missed it, go and rewind on it. Who knows if it's going to stay up? You never know nowadays. Take care. See you next time. Love you guys.